Hey guys, how are you doing? Very well. In today's video, I'm going to talk about something that I never thought I would have to talk about ever on my channel. I wanted to make this video to create awareness and to let you guys know what's happening within the body modification field. I'd imagine there's a lot of you guys from the UK that are aware of this, and maybe some from around the world also, but I'm not sure how well spread this news has become. But I would imagine there's a few of you that know about this, but I wanted to make a video on it because it's just, I just never thought something like this could ever happen, you know? It's not something you would ever think would happen. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, I want to make a video on a tattoo artist slash body piercer slash body modification artist. His name is Brendan McCarthy. He also has a nickname of Dr. Evil. He's 50 years old and he's from Bushbury in Wolverhampton here in the UK. He has his own body modification studio in Wolverhampton called Dr. Evil's Body Modification Emporium, which is a cool name in my opinion. Brendan is described as a pillar in the body modification community. He's very well known, very well respected among other tattoo artists, body piercers, body modification artists, and through his clients as well. His clients adore him and his passion. He strives for the very best within his work. So alongside tattoos and piercings, which is what he started out doing, he is known for doing the extreme side of body modifications, which is like tongue splitting, ear removal, nipple removal, stuff like that. Like not your everyday body modifications, like, you know, facial piercings, ear piercings, surface piercings, and, you know, tattoos and stuff like that. That is more seen as regular body modification, but the stuff that he also has done is seen as an extreme form of body modification to a lot of people. To me and you guys, it's not something that's unusual. It's not something we've never seen before, you know. It's not really shocking to us at all, but to the everyday person, this kind of thing can be quite shocking. And, you know, people ask questions like, why would you do that? And all those fun questions that we've probably had when it just comes to tattoos. But when it comes to extreme body modifications, oh my god, like there's people out there that just have all of these questions. So with extreme body modifications like tongue splitting, nipple removal, ear removal and stuff like that, it's not regulated in the UK, and I believe it is illegal. Like, I'm pretty sure it's illegal in the UK, unfortunately. So for those that don't know about Brendan McCarthy and his story, you may be wondering why I'm making a dedicated video to him. And the reason is someone complained to the Wolverhampton Council in 2015 about Brendan and what he does in his studio when it comes to the extreme side of body modification. Now, I must stress this to you guys, it was none of his clients, not one of his clients complained about him and what he does in any way, shape or form. This has got nothing to do with someone in the body modification realm, so to say. It is just, you know, a do-gooder out in the world, seen something she or he doesn't like and decided to complain about it. This complaint unfortunately led to Brendan being arrested, and he has been fighting legal battles ever since then. Unfortunately, Brendan McCarthy was sentenced to 40 months in prison because of his body modification procedures. The judge ruled it as GBH, but yeah, he was sentenced to 40 months, which is 3 years and 4 months in prison for consented body modification. Consented body modification. Let's just stress that again, consented. People sign forms to say, yes, Brendan, I would very much like you to split my tongue, or yes, I would very much like you to take off 1 or 2 of my ears, or yes, I would like my nipples removed. You know, like, people have gone to him for this procedure. It's not like he has been a disgusting man and decided that, you know what, like, let's just take some victims here and just mutilate them for whatever reason. Like, people have gone to him for his skills and his technique and signed a consent form to say, yes, I want this. But now Brendan is now in prison because of this, even though people have asked for this. There are people that have done actual GBH where no one has asked for it and have done less time than that. Like, I'm talking 3 months, 4 months, 6 months. There are rapists that get less time than that. What the fuck is wrong with this justice system? This judge needs a fucking brain examination because it's not working in there. He has a studio. He practices safe, sterilized body modifications. He is known for this. He has a reputation of loving his job so much and just doing everything the way it should be done, and he's being punished for that because there are no laws and regulations when it comes to extreme body modification. So there is for piercings and tattoos. That's okay in this judge's mind, but because there is no laws and regulations of extreme body modification, I believe this judge has just basically took Brendan as an example to say, hey, you can't be doing this. And it's just like, well, instead of putting someone in prison unnecessarily, why don't you just come up with laws and regulations and, you know, get Brendan to help you? I'm sure Brendan would have been more than happy to come up and help create a law or, you know, regulations within body modification or extreme body modifications. And, you know, he would be the best person to help people come up with this kind of stuff. But instead of doing that and letting people do what they want with their body, they've put this guy in jail for over 3 years. So yeah, the news of this has literally shook the body modification community to no end. I have seen tweets all over my timeline on Twitter. I've seen it on Instagram. A few people have been talking about it in my Facebook group, and there's been comments on my YouTube videos saying, hey, can you make a video on this? And I've had DMs as well on Instagram saying, hey, have you seen this? What do you think about this? And I'm disgusted by it. I really am, because this is some guy that has some kind of law degree saying, oh no, people can't do what they want with their bodies. Yes, they're consenting to it. And yes, they want this, but no, I don't like it. It's not normal. So yeah, let's just put the guy that is maybe the face of it in the UK in jail. Like, why not? Let's just do that. Tattoos and piercings have come such a long way in the past like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years. They're a lot more accepted. You don't get as much judgment for having them, you know, whether you have 1 tattoo and 1 piercing or 20 piercings and 200 tattoos. Like, not that many people see it as a bad thing anymore. And I feel like the extreme side of body modification is still very far behind. And I'm sure some of you guys, you know, you may not like it or it might not be to your taste, but I'd imagine you guys are kind of like open-minded and what have you. But you know, this is how tattoos and piercings were seen many years ago in this side of the world. It was just like, oh my god, like why would you do that type thing? But that's moved forward as more and more people are getting tattooed and pierced, and people see it more often. But again, with this body modification, you know, with tongue splitting and stuff like that, it's not seen every day, and it's shocking to a lot of people. And I feel like if it was more regulated and more artists and body modification people were allowed to do it, we'd see it more often and it wouldn't be such a strange thing, just the same way as tattoos and piercings have progressed and stuff like that. People have been modifying in their bodies for thousands and thousands of years. It's nothing unusual, it's nothing strange. Tribesmen and tribeswomen from around the world are a great example, and there are still tribes to this day still modifying their body. And I believe if the judge did even like 30 minutes of research on body modification and the history of body modification, what it's seen as around the world, he maybe have changed his, well, probably not actually. I was gonna say he would have changed his mind, but I believe not. I feel like this judge was just like, I'm gonna make an example out of Brendan, fuck it. But people really need to sit down and look at what the situation is and why people do these things and what it means to people, instead of just being like, well, I don't like it, so you're being punished, you know? There's a lot of things in the body modification world that I'm not like particularly a fan of, you know? There's a few things here and there that I'm just like, well, for me personally, I wouldn't do that. But if someone wants to do that, that is absolutely fine. Go at it, have at it. It's your body, it's your life, do what you want. And I feel like people need to have that approach with this kind of thing at all times, you know? It's not your body at the end of the day. And if people are consenting to do this, then why not? You know, it's not hurting anyone. The only person it's hurting is the person going through it and the healing process, but then once that's done, it's all fine. But what is the issue here, really, honestly? If it's done in a safe environment and it's done by a professional, like, it's not like Brendan was like some kind of evil genius scientist in a shed in the middle of nowhere, hollering people, like random victims, to say, hey, come in, I'll give you some money and I can cut off your ear or something like that. Like, no, it's done in a safe environment by someone who is super passionate about it and would never, you know, cause any harm to anyone in other sense of forms. He doesn't seem like a hateful, revengeful, violent guy in any way, shape or form. Like, when he got convicted, apparently he just cried, you know, like, this is his job, this is his passion, and he's being punished for it, and it's not like he's done it in an unsafe way, and it just sucks so much to put someone in prison for more than what people have put in prison for actual GBH and violence and fighting and rape, and like, what is the need here? What is the need? These people that have been like, yeah, he's guilty, are basically saying, I don't like what he does, I don't like what people do to their body, so let's put him in jail, let's stop this. And it's just like, well, what's next, you know? What is next? What else can we not do to our body if we're consenting to it? Are they gonna come after tattoos next? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, probably not, but you don't know with these things, you know, it takes one person with a lot of power to shut up a lot of people. I truly hope that Brendan's sentencing does get shortened. Like, sometimes you can be let out earlier on good behaviour, or you can appeal it, and I really do hope that happens for him, honestly, and for his family and his friends and his co-workers. Like, I hope he can get out much sooner than the 3 years and 4 months. I mean, he just shouldn't be in there anyway. Like, in my opinion, he should not be in there. He has definitely had a wrongful sentencing, and there is a petition, by the way, guys. All I can do is stress and hope that you guys would sign this petition. Again, like I was saying, extreme body modifications may not be your thing, but just think about this guy just doing his job in a safe, sterile environment. He has a great reputation, and he's been put in prison alongside criminals. So if you can just take 2 seconds of your time to either share their petition, sign the petition, share this video, share news articles, just try and spread this as much as possible, and the more people that talk about it, the better, in my opinion. You know, like, hopefully the body modification community's voice can be heard, and just like, all my support goes to Brendan, honestly, and I hope he's doing okay, well, the best he can be doing in this situation. I can't imagine it's easy at all, and I'm sending my thoughts and love to his family, his friends, his co-workers, and anyone that knew Brendan, and all of his clients as well. Like, it can't be easy for them knowing, especially the people that have had these extreme body modifications from him, it can't be easy knowing that, you know, what he's done to them has put him in prison. You know, I'd feel so bad, but again, they consented, you know, and I just hope there's enough uproar about this, and I hope that, you know, there is laws and regulations that are put in place for extreme body modifications. But yeah, I will leave relative links down below to articles, any videos I can find, and I'll leave a link down below to the petition so you guys can sign it and share it and just talk about it and stuff like that. And yeah, I hope you guys are all doing very well, and until my next video, bye.